Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 30 base. 80 weapon.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
Set up, 18 Gator. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll give it to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try again with Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buddy up. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Now a give, right side. Redmond. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, King steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Come on, set. 6 yards. 66. Pull it. Now. Let's see what you got.
On 2nd down now, Redmond. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Off the play fake, King. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
He'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
6-6. Pull it high. Bang, 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 bang. Get it.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a run with Cook, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple, down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on second down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Back to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, Cook. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Come on. 53 is the mark.
To throw is King. To throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hatchet.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Get that ball. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
Now King to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
King now on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz.
Come on, Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. Redmond. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Here we go, 50. Mike 50. Good track. Mike's 50. No gain.
King operating from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. Bilal Nichols providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, King. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Watch the call.
On 1st and 10, King dancing to his left. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Mike 53. Mike. Yeah, that's what I do. 53's the Mike.
Here's King, throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Todd Gurley. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check curls, check.
Second and 10. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
St. Brown. A gain of 26 yards. And the Vikings first down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. Redmond looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Right. 53. Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Ball shot. 23 is the Mike. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now King to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Redmond.
I got you, boy.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Henry. Mike, 53. Mike. Watch the run. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And an alley to run. Swat it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Chubb. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. King now looking to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down, Redmond, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw, King. They'll roll him out right. A deep ball into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Vikings first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Michael Thomas, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, Redmond.
The running back on the option. Zach Cunningham on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Redmond. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. King throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? 8, read. Check 53. Check, 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 check. Check the backer, check the backer. Ready?
Again, it's Cook.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On the ready. Protein spill. Push him back. Push him back. Get it.
They run again on 1st down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They find some open field here. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. AP game. 53 is right. They can't hang with us. General West. Hey, Orbit. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Give to Cook out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Like the pass. 53 at the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Okay, ready? 10-2 stop. Hey, check down.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Minnesota, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.